Hello, dear students. I welcome you all for Become a Good Problem Solver event organized by the GEM Foundation. In this video, we are going to see the solution for the August 2025 math problem for the senior grades. And the focus of this month's math problem is about applying fraction from an algebraic thinking perspective. So it's a very interesting problem which needs connecting concepts and trying to understand the mathematical representation of the given context. So for this we have given some guiding questions also which can help you work on this problem. The idea is to make you think of such guiding questions slowly on your own. But here in the initial sessions, we will be providing the guiding questions which will help you to work and also apply the UPA technique where it stands for understand, plan, execute and reflect. The four-step research proven process which will help you approach a problem systematically and work on it. And understanding a problem being the very important part of problem solving, you can follow the steps of underlining the key terms, noting down what is the given details and what is to be found, and asking guiding questions on what are the things which is given, what is missing, and how to find them, and what are the things which are related. So you can have a mental map of the problem by asking such guiding questions. And most importantly, you can apply either drawing or modeling using algebraic thinking to understand the situation and apply mathematical concepts and coming up with ideas. So let's go and start working on this interesting problem. Let's read the question here. It says Hari spent 1/4 of his money to buy a book and 5/6 of the remaining amount to buy a bag. If the bag cost rupees 150 more than the book, how much money was left with Hari? Was the question. So it is like asking how much he has in his pocket after buying both of them. So now we have underlined some keywords, and you can actually use a visual statement to underline to understand this fraction part of it. Or you can use also algebraic thinking. We'll use some mix of fractional and algebraic thinking mostly here. So what does Hari spent 1/4 of his money to buy a book mean? So it means basically you have if Hari has some amount which we don't know, he spent 1/4 of this to buy a book. Yeah, to buy a book, and 5/6 of the remaining. So basically, this remaining amount that is present here, I can draw it in a red color. Yeah, this remaining amount 5/6 of it. So it now currently it has only 3, but I want 5/6 equal parts. So maybe I'll divide further into 2, and here so 5 equal parts of it, right? Which means around something like this. 5/6 of the remaining to buy a bag, and if this is the bag, and the bag costs 150 more than the book, right? So this is 150 more plus 150 is coming to this. How much money was left with Hari? So basically this part is what they are asking. How much money is left? So now let's start working on it algebraically, which will give you a good context of how powerful algebra knowledge and applying it is. So what is the unknown here that we don't know? Let's start with that. It means that Hari's like how much Hari he had initially, that we don't know, right? So we can say Hari money initially can be X. Yeah, we don't know about that, but the book is cost. He spent 1/4 of his money, so which means 1/4 of X is nothing but X by 4, right? 1/4 times X. So children should be familiar with multiplying like this. 1/4 of X is nothing but X by 4. Yeah. And then the bag costs 5/6 of remaining amount. So it's not 5/6 of his money, it is 5/6 of remaining. So what does that mean? Here, if you see in the fractional bar diagram, we took only the remaining. So what is remaining here? As you can see, 1 minus 1/4 is remaining, and that is 3 by 4, right? Remaining amount is 1 minus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. So we need to find 5/6 of 3 by 4. That is the bag cost. So now we are translating the existing information in algebraic expressions or representation. So it is 3 by 4, like 5/6 of 3 by 4, right? So 5/6 of 3 by 4 is nothing but 5/6 into 3 by 4. So I can cancel this. So it is nothing but 5/8. So bag is 5/8 of x. Correct? So 5/8 of x is nothing but 5x 8. Very good. So what is the next information given? So we have now translated the first two. It says the bag costs rupees 150 more than the book. So okay, now let's do here. The bag is equals to book plus 150. And do we know what is bag? Yes, it is 5x by 8 and the books is x by 4. X being the amount money had initially. So the bag is 5x by 8 and then the book is x by 4 plus 150 is what we get, right? Though the question is asking how much money was left with Hari, we should know how much money he has initially, right? That was the x. Once we know how much money he has, then we can find easily how much money was left. So what is that we need to find is the value for x. So now that you have an equation here, how can we find the value of x? By collecting the like terms. So we will take the x, everything on the left hand side. So it becomes 5x by 8 minus x by 4 is 150. And taking an LCM would give me 5x minus 2x is equals to 150. And 3 times of x by 8 is 150. And therefore, x 3x is equals to, I'm doing the transpose, so if it is in the division, I'm balancing it out by multiplication, and x is nothing but 150 into 8 divided by 3. So here it will be 50 and the value is 400. So the amount that Hari has is initially is 400 rupees. Yeah. Was it easy to find with these translation of statement given to algebraic expression? So now we need to find how much money was left with Hari, not how much he had initially. So that there are two ways you can do. Basically, you can see that 1/4 of his money is spent in the bag, spent in the book. So 1/4 of 400 is 100 rupees for a book, and 5/8 by 400 is equals to. So this is for book. And here it goes 8 5 times, so 250, and like it is given, you can also check if your answer is correct. 100 plus 150 is the bag, which is 250. So your answer is correct, so you can check with that way. So the total amount that he spent is 350 rupees total. And so initially Hari's initial amount was 400 rupees, and he spent for both book and total 350 rupees. So Hari got rupees 50 as the remaining amount. So you can actually find these values and find the total remaining, or even with fraction you can apply the same. Like for example, you know that Hari got 1/4 and then he got 5/8, right? What is 1/4 plus 5/8? If you take 8 as the common LCM, it will become 2 plus 5, which is 7/8. So basically, Hari spent 7/8 of his total money to buy book and bag. So what is the remaining? Which is nothing but 1 minus 7/8, which is 1/8 is the remaining amount. So you can directly find the remaining amount 1/8 of what amount he has initially. So it is nothing but 1/8 of 400, and that is 50. So you get the same remaining amount 50 in two different ways, right? So basically there are different ways to work, but if you have a clear understanding of the problem first, right? We ask some guiding questions, understood with the fractional bar diagram, and translating the statement to the actual algebraic thinking, and then start working on it to figure out the solution. So by this kind of an approach, you can systematically think and work on a problem. So the important points are the guiding questions: how to visualize the given fraction in a bar diagram, and asking questions like, what does 5 by 6 of remaining amount mean? So how do I find the remaining amount? And what does bag is rupees 150 more than book mean? And the algebraic or fraction representation. So this is what is the key, right? So once you know these two fractions of book and bag, writing this form of, bag is book plus 150, that is given, and how do I translate the same in the case of a fraction using algebra? So this is the key important point which will help you find all other things about how much he had, how much was the remaining amount. And we also checked in the reflect part of finding how my answer can be correct, because 100 is the book and plus 150 is 250, which is the remaining amount. And you can also check, is 1 by 4th of 400 is 100? Yes, because book is 1 by 4th, right? So this is the way that you can check your answers for yourself as part of the reflection, and then confirm if your answer is correct on your own. I hope you enjoyed working on this problem, and this certainly helps you develop analytical thinking skills of translating a situation given a fractional representation and applying algebraic thinking to arrive at a solution. Thank you. Stay tuned for other BGPS math problems, interesting ones, and do participate in this event by submitting your solution. Thank you.